is going into our open guard. So if Gage makes a mistake of when I go to enter into his legs, if he leaves them on the ground, that's just not good for him. So he wants to start getting those feet elevated, and then he's going to start trying to make connections typically to start to control. So I'm going to get my hands, start to control his knees. Then on my back foot, I'm going to step in. And then I want to go with a heavy step so that I can crowd him. So as I'm here, I want to get this knee pushed up, and I want to crowd it heavy towards his hips. So when I make my connection and I'm here, I don't want to just go like this. He's not feeling any pressure or tension or anything else. When I'm in, I want his hips to visibly move. I want his body to be taken out. For lack of a better term, I'm not saying it's a kick, but I'm going to kick him in the back of the leg. So when I come in, that leg, I can't miss. So when I step, literally I'm just going to put that shin in and then make sure that my hand stays connected. So that's what I'm going to be looking for my first initial entry. Is as soon as I push that shin in, break him down, and then collapse onto your knee. So partner, watch out for this arm. If you're a lazy grappler and you're just hanging out like this, my knee is going to tattoo the inside of your tricep, and then you're going to get this beautiful bruise, okay? And it's not going to be the top person's fault, okay? It's because rather than having your hands up and framing, you're allowing this kind of lazy position. So when that collapse happens, so as I'm in and I push forward, my knee is going to go right for this gap, right into that pocket. So you're going to want to make sure that your hands are up, and like I said, don't allow everything to become kind of open over here. Now, once I'm in, we have two different passes that we can easily do. There's more than that. We're just going to go two easy ones. So first one is just our dive. So I'm controlling here. This hand is going to find the pocket in the armpit, okay? From here, I'm going to rotate, pull his leg, and hook. Now, this is one of my favorite knee bars directly from here. It's not really much of a knee bar. At this point, it's going to be more of a hamstring stretch. But when I'm here and I back, I pull, hook, take my foot, pull it back as far as I can, and anchor my toes. Then through here, I'm going to rotate my knee towards the ceiling, and this pulls his hamstring the rest of the way. Most people will not say that they're tapping due to an actual hyperextension of the knee. It's going to be to an extreme stretch in the hamstring. So again, through here, as soon as I make my connection, pull, anchor my toes. My knee is still pointed this way. Roll your knee towards the ceiling. There's this tap. And then if you need to, as you're rolling that, push your hips in, okay? Now through here, make sure this one is not connected. Disconnect. More than likely, he's pulling this leg back, trying to pull it to freedom. And then when he does, that's your easy mount. Again, in, as soon as I make that connection, kick him forward and staple. Get that leg trapped and have this one connected. My body's over the top, so if he starts trying to get wild with this leg, this is going to be pinning it in place. I'm going to drive in, let my body weight hit, and pull. Don't pull here, pull here. Hook. Again, all I have to do is find my own hand. I can do that in space. Okay, I can do that literally in the dark. You know where your own body is. Pull until your toes anchor. Okay, this was not an easy pull, but this is how the tension is built. Then rotate your knee. There's the tap. Okay, and pulling his hips to try to square up. That's your redirect to go back the other way. So as I go in and I make my connection, when he turns his hips, my hand now is on the top of his knee. So when he starts trying to bring this knee back up, that knee does not get to exist. My knee goes in, and then my hand slides immediately from his knee to his ribs to give me my baseball slide to the opposite side. But you have to play that pan position of being able to go from different places on the knees, whether I'm inside, top, outside, fronts of the shins. You gotta start learning how to make that manipulation. In traditional karate, or at least in what I studied, we call it muchimi, or sticky. It's learning how to make a connection and never lose it. So once I'm in, right now, I'm on the inside of his leg to push it down, and as soon as he goes to shift, my hand now is on top, because I'm pushing his legs more this way, as opposed to, first I was trying to press this way, now when he comes back in, I'm pushing so that when I go here, I'm not eating a knee in my ribs on the way through, then my hand goes from here and shoots to get me the underhook so that I can make my slice.